Any person that begins to believe something begins to immediately tell others what they believe. If a person believes that there's a big sale in a really expensive store over there and things are 90% off, they immediately, what do? They immediately, well, first, most of them probably just run them there themselves, get that item, and then they will tell others about it. Right? They try that faith out and they go run over there, and if it worked, they begin to tell others. If a person says, I have faith in something, and they don't act on it, and then they don't tell others about it, that means that faith is dead. That faith has no substance. It's just knowledge. It's just information that is not acted upon, which bears no fruit. So faith is always driven by word. Faith is driven by information that you hear. Once you hear that information, if you believe it, you will then act. If you hear information that's good for you, you then go and apply it. You use it. So information came from God. Good information. God said, I offer you life. I offer you life. Life with abundance. That life, first and foremost, starts with believing that that's what God brought us. Because if you look at our lives, if you look at everyone's lives, there's nothing good about it. Even the people who have it, quote unquote, good, they have so much stress in their life. They have so much regret, so much worry. It's persistent everywhere today. People who appear to be happy and joyous, most of them are not. It's just a fake facade. God brought information. He brought a word to us that He brings us life. Everyone was breathing and walking around and had jobs and had houses. What life did Christ bring? Did He change the world? Most people say, and the disciples changed the world. No, they did not. This world kicked them out. The world didn't change. Christ didn't change the world. He didn't come to change it. He came to take those who are His out of this world. This world didn't change. There are still fights in the Colosseums. There are still businesses around. There are chariots running around with many horses now. Nothing has changed in this world. In fact, it progressed even further. Government is the same. Evil is still the same. This world did not change. So what did He bring? What kind of life did He bring? He brought life for people inside of their hearts, inside of their spirit. Christ brought life to us. That also implies that people therefore didn't have life. They were dead before. What does that mean? The hearts are burdened. The hearts are not satisfied. The hearts are evil and are busybodies doing useless and pointless things. Christ came to free a person from that life, which is also known as death. And He brought life inside of the person, a life of content, love. That's the information. Now, if a person begins to believe that Christ gave me life, you begin to try it out. You start living it and you start telling others about it. Because you have it, not because you're supposed to, but because simply you have it. And that's the difference between religion and real believers. Religion, you're supposed to do all these things. In real life, and true believers, they're not supposed to do anything. They just are. They have it, they experience it, and they can give it to others, and they can show it to others. So that's the information we received, and it came from above. A message came from above, that the person is freed from the old nature once and for all. Through Christ, through His death, and through His resurrection. Who believes that today? Most people don't believe that. They don't say it. They say, yes, He came to do that, but. And then there's a whole series of buts after that. But, and they look at themselves and they look at everyone, and they don't believe a simple message that Jesus Christ freed us from the old carnal nature, and He gave us a new heart through His death and through His resurrection. And the person who believes that message, that simple message, that will begin to happen to him right away. Because the first thing you do is you just you take a deep breath and you breathe out and say, wow, He did it for me. I don't have to change myself. So if you see who you are, the next step is believing that Christ came to free you from that. And He took care of it already. Not will take care of it. He took care of it once and for all on the cross. And if you believe that, you simply become a happy person. He did it all for me. I just have to believe that. And stop the but thing. That is faith. It starts with the cross, the message of the cross. On the cross, I was crucified in Christ. My old nature, my sinful, my lustful, my pointless, my useless, evil nature and lazy nature is crucified. And I don't have to prove anything to anybody. In Christ, in the God's eyes, I am free. I am free from the law. I am free from sin. I am free from this world. I'm free from death. I'm free from punishment. Why? Because God said so. Because He said so. And He wrote it down. And no one can erase that. This faith brings results right away. It makes a happy heart. It makes a calm heart. It makes a peaceful and a loving heart. You say, I asked God to give me a new heart. He gave us a new heart through the Word. He said, I give you a new heart. Take it. That new heart is Jesus Christ. Believe that He is my life, that He is your eyes, that He is your thoughts, your mind, everything. He died and He was resurrected. If you begin to believe that, that is your new heart. That information suddenly creates a new heart. There is no surgery. There's no heart surgery. There's only the information that you take, you hear, and you say, yes, I believe. And that is your new heart.